use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Okay, let's look at this illustration. The non-physical energy field and consciousness separate from the body. Okay, so here we've got the non-physical being, the outline of blue. That's the blue field. That's the non-physical being energy field. And then we have the beliefs and meanings layer, which we've come to indicate as yellow. And then we have the physical body, which is green. Now, you see when she popped out of her body, the non-physical being, and which is her consciousness, and her beliefs and meanings, popped out of the body. Here it says, notice, when she is out of her body, she is still conscious and in her immersed state, the yellow. She is still limited in her perceptions, even though she can now see and float in the air. Since the meaning of not being able to see was because of the body, then, once the body was left behind, she could see. Then it says below that, the body is not conscious. Since the consciousness has left the body, it no longer has the ability to respond in a conscious way. It is not processing any sensory data or memories. So in this case, the green body is still laying on the operating table. But the consciousness, non-physical being, with the beliefs and meanings have separated. Now, the reason why I say that the beliefs and meanings have also separated is because while she was floating in the air, she knew who the doctors were. She knew what was going on. She knew who she was. She could still remember her memories. She could remember her childhood. Because of all those things, that's all the beliefs and meanings. She had with her her beliefs and meanings. That is from the immersed state. Because once you come out of immersion, then you have all knowledge. At this point, even though she was separate from the body, she was still in her immersed state, consciousness-wise. That's important. She was still in her immersed state. Now, also, once she separated from the body, she was hearing, she was seeing, which was new for her because she hadn't seen before. She was able to observe everything. Her conscious senses were with her out of the body. So that goes to show you that the senses were not operating in the body. They were operating in this non-physical realm. They were operating in the energy body. That's where they always were. It just so happened that the energy body was in with the physical body. So as the energy body was seeing, as the energy body was hearing, as the energy body was tasting, it seemed like it was the physical body doing it. But now that we see that the energy body is separate from the main body, and it's the one seeing, it's the one hearing, it's the one remembering, she has no memories from her view from the operating table. Because the body can't see anything. The body can't hear anything. The body can't taste or feel anything. So the body was unable to remember anything, to hear anything, to do anything, to see anything. Because the part that was doing all that anyway was the part that's separated out. That's the part that's floating up in the air, watching what's going on, checking it out. She recalled conversations exactly. But if you notice, all the memories and all the consciousness and all the experience of this event were from the perspective of the ceiling where she was. not from the perspective of the operating table. She probably has no memories whatsoever from the perspective of the operating table, because she was probably anesthetized and all that before she was brought in. She was probably already out. So she never got a conscious view from that perspective. But when she popped out of her body, her conscious view moved to a new location. But the most important thing here is that everything that goes on with you, your senses, your memories, your tasting, your hearing, your seeing, your touching, all of that is not a function of the body. It only seems like it, because when you're experiencing it from the body's perspective. What does this example show, and what does it mean? This video example is very important to our understanding of how our body and brain are separate from our consciousness and mind. And all of these personal stories, they were totally conscious and able to perceive what was going on, even though they weren't in their body at the time. Due to our immersion in this wonderful physical experience, we have every reason to think and believe that our eyes see and our brain thinks, because every one of our senses indicate that that is the way that it is. But it is clear that it is not the body that thinks, sees, and feels, but instead, those are functions of the mind and consciousness which are outside of and separate from the body.
Options. Now activating the next video, play options. 1 moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.